in this video, we are going to discuss about a basic telephone set, its functional block diagram and what all parts are present in it. Let us see. Okay. So we all are using telephones at our homes, and there is a lot of things actually happening when we are making the call. And also inside the telephone set, there is a lot of functional units. Okay. So let us see what all functional units are present in a telephone set. Okay, so before seeing the various blocks present in a telephone set, the most important thing to be noted is that for operating of a telephone set, two wires are required. That is, one wire is called a ring and one wire is called tip. And on this side of this wire set, there is a local telephone office. So with the help of this local telephone office, all the calls are received to this telephone set. And on this side, you can see there is a speaker and there is a microphone. So the user or the receiver will be on this side. Okay, so this connection is actually established with the help of a RJ11 connector. That is the connection with the local telephone office, or we call it as a local loop. Okay, so this connection is actually established with the help of a connector called RJ11 connector. So I hope this much is clear. Okay, so this is two pair of wires which is actually helping for the operation of this telephone set. That is, through these wires only the calls are being received or the calls are being sent. That this transmission and reception of calls is happening through this pair of wires set. And this connection, there is, these wires are assumed to be connected to the, not assumed to be, it is actually connected to the local telephone office. It is a remote telephone office, and the connection is established with the help of a RJ11 connector. Now let us have a look on the various blocks present in the telephone set. Okay, you can see that the first block here is named as a ringer. Okay, it can be either bell or oscillator type. Okay, now what is a ringer? Now the ringer is a circuit which is generating electromagnetic bell. Okay, that is, it is placed directly between the tip and ring of the local loop. You can see that after this local loop directly there is a ringer present. Okay, and the purpose of this ringer is to alert the destination party or the user of incoming calls. In simple words, we can say that generating of rings. That is, whenever phone rings, it is actually generated with the help of this ringer. Okay, that is to alert the party or the user about the incoming calls. Okay, and the audible tone from this ringer must be loud enough to be heard from a reasonable distance. That is, we will be able to hear the ringing sound from a reasonable distance, and also it should make the user to pick up the phone. It should be in that loud. Okay, and in modern telephones, there is electronic oscillators connected to the speaker. Okay, in place of ringer, we will be using oscillator type. Okay, so that is the first block, which is a ringer. Simply, its function is to generate ringtones or ringing sound, and this ringing sound should be audible enough, and also it should be provoking so that the user will be provoked to pick up the call. Okay, so that is the purpose of the ringer circuit. Okay, next block present in the telephone set is on-off hook circuit. You can see that there is switches connected or switches in this on-off hook circuit. Okay, so it is actually a single throw double pole switch. Okay, and it is placed between the tip and the ring. You can see that the wire, this is the ring wire and this is the tip wire. So this, in between the tip and ring, we are placing the on-off hook circuit. Okay, so it is actually establishing a mechanical connection to the telephone handset. So when the telephone is idle, the switch is open, and when the telephone is in use, this switch will be closed. Okay, that is, when the telephone we are using, the speaker and the microphone should be enabled. That is, they should be active, right? So that the user can speak and hear, right? So when the phone is active or when it is working, the switch will be closed. When it is not working means the connection is not established and it will be open. Very simple, right? Just to establish the connection with the help of a switch. And this switch is a single throw double pole switch. Okay, that is TDP switch. Okay, I hope it is clear. Very simple to establish the connection. Okay, that is the purpose of a on-off hook circuit. Next is equalizer. The equalizer is actually a combination of passive components like you can see resistor, capacitor and inductor. Now, it is used to regulate the amplitude and frequency response of voice signals. In order to regulate the amplitude and voice, with the help of the passive components, we use a equalizer. Okay, as its name is indicating, it is an equalizing type of a block. Okay, next, let us talk about the speaker and the microphone. Next, let us talk about the speaker and the microphone. So just like for any other elements, speaker and microphone, the speaker and microphone of a telephone is used for the same purpose. That is, speaker is used for hearing the sound. That is, it converts the electrical signals into acoustic signals or audible signals in simple words. And the microphone will help the user to or the receiver of the call to speak. Okay, and speaking is done with the help of microphone and hearing is done with the help of the speaker. Very simple purpose. Okay, and both these are actually present in the handset, and both the speaker and the microphone is actually present in the handset of the telephone set. We know that there is a structure like this. There is a handset and the microphone will be present here and the speaker will be present here. Very simple diagram. Okay, so this is the purpose of microphone and speaker. It will help the user or the receiver to speak and to hear. Okay, so that is the purpose of microphone and speaker. Next is hybrid network or hybrid circuit. The hybrid network, you can see clearly that here till this point there were only 2 wires, but after this point there is 4 wires. Okay, so it is actually converting 2-wire circuit to a 4-wire circuit, and it is giving signals separately to the speaker and the microphone. Okay, so it is giving the signals to the speaker and it is receiving the signals from the microphone. So in order to do this purpose, we are actually using a hybrid, because if you are just using a 2-wire circuit again for the till this end, we cannot have this two purpose, right? So the user will be able to speak through this microphone. So there is an input coming from this line, and here you should be feeding an output to this line. So in order to have this purpose, we are going to convert a 2-wire network to a 4-wire network, and it is splitted to a 2 different elements or components. Okay, so in order to establish that, we use a hybrid circuit. Okay, so that is the main purpose of a hybrid circuit. Next one. Another function of this hybrid circuit is to allow a small portion of the transmitted signal to be returned to the receiver itself. That is, when we are making a call, we can also hear that dialing tone, right? So this is also enabled with the help of the hybrid circuit. Okay, so the main function is to convert a 2-wire network to 4-wire network. Apart from this, it also send a portion of the transmitted signal to the receiver side, so that the receiver is also being aware that he is calling or the call is being done, and he'll be able to hear that dialing sound. Okay, so this is achieved with the help of a hybrid circuit. Next, the last block is the dialing circuit. So we know that we all have a dial pad. It can be touch pad or it can be keys, or sometime ringer dialing circuits will be there for all telephone sets, right? So this dialing circuit will be helping us to make that is to dial the numbers to the specific location. Okay, so that you'll be able to connect to the specific user by using its telephone number, and that is achieved with the help of a dialing circuit. So the output signals of this dialing circuit is representing digits. So when we want to dial a particular telephone number, we'll dial on that numbers, and the corresponding signals will be sent. Okay, and hence we'll be able to send a call. Okay, so these are the block diagrams present in a telephone set. So the basic functions of a telephone set are achieved with the help of these diagrams. Okay, so we'll brief up. There are actually 2 wires present in a telephone set, which is a ring and a tip wire. It is connected to the local telephone office, or it is called a local loop, and the basic elements or blocks present in a telephone set is a ringer block, then there is an on-off hook, equalizer, hybrid circuit and a dialing circuit. And apart from that, there is a speaker and a microphone which is present in the handset. Okay, so these are the various blocks or block diagrams present in a telephone set. Okay, we are actually using this telephones, and all these things we are using when we are making call and also when we are receiving calls. Okay, so you should be knowing about all these things because it is actually a day-to-day life equipment. Okay, so I'm really hoping that you found the video useful. If yes, please do give it a thumbs up. Also share it with your friends. And if you want more videos, please do subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching and keep on watching.